wrong. So as a trader, you come to me and say, Cliff, I don't know what is wrong with me. I said, there's nothing wrong with you. You are just wired, but you can rewire. How do you rewire? Through neuroplasticity. But we got to get back to the phase one, excavation. Without this, we can't be able to fix this. This, leave it. This, leave it. This, focus. This is practice. You see the irony now? So this is by awareness. You got to become aware of this so well and accept it and be honest. This, you got to practice it. So this is how the whole entire layer works. This is about awareness. You got to know what is running the show. You got to know the words that was spoken over you. You got to understand these things. Oh man, don't risk, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. You got to know all of it. These are things you practice. And this is something that is a proof of what you have practiced based on what you know about yourself. That is it. But then this is the hardest part, because it takes humility. It takes a man who understands that being vulnerable is no weakness. Because we live in a society where if a man sit down to know who they are, they say, oh, then you are a weak man. No, you are a strong man. Because strong men are able to face their demons. The society has made it look like, oh man, why should I sit down and know myself? No. You are strong. That is why you are going to know who you are and face you. Because if you are strong, you want to face other people. If you are that strong, face you. It's a challenge, face you. Then when you face you, you gotta say, oh my God, man, I love to go to the mountains. I love the Rolls Royce. I love the G-Wagon Brabus. There is nothing wrong with that. So the issue right now is the trader is everything opposite to this. Everything opposite. Because for you, uncertainty is bad. But trading is a game of uncertainty. You don't know what is going to happen. To you, being able to get the same results every day is what you want. But in trading, it doesn't work like that. Trading is not a cash cow business. So you can make good money this week and not make money again for the next 3 weeks. And it is still good trading. So this is what many people do not understand. When you understand this, you will start to realize that your behavior has been forming automatically because of these things that you are practicing, and eventually your behavior being right, your results will act well. That is it. And I'll give you one example and I'm done. For me, growing up, I was the kind of guy that I grew up in an environment that I didn't get to really believe that I could mount up to anything. I didn't really believe that I could be a big guy, somebody who people will come on calls with me every week and say, Cliff, I want to learn from you. I didn't believe that because there was nothing in my house to believe that. So I used to be a very timid kid. I would never speak. You talk to me, I don't even know what to say. I have a lot of things to say, but I'm afraid to say it. And so that's how I grew up. And my belief system was, don't talk to people. They are not going to even help you anyways. All right. People will always disappoint you. They will say hurtful things to you. So just stay away from people and not build with them. So when I became more and more matured, I was struggling because one of the most powerful parts of becoming successful in this world is relationships. But I couldn't build proper relationships because I need the right relationship with the CEO. I need the right relationship with investors. But I didn't know how to do that because I was afraid what the things they would say. Words were scary to me because I didn't want it to be disappointed. So that was me. So every time I would stay away from people. And when I meet people, I will never talk. So my personality was the quiet kid. The quiet kid. This was my personality. And then my habit was always keeping quiet and never being able to express myself. So what do you think my behavior will be? Simple. I will never be able to build the right relationship. So the results, nothing better. And then one day I said, what am I doing? I started reading books, started analyzing myself, and I realized this is the pattern. So I started putting in the practice. Many people think that it is now that I can speak on camera. Back in the days, I was even shy to come on camera to speak. Yes, like I didn't want the people to see me because I would rather stay back. That was me. But now, my God, I want to speak on every stage. I want to stand on every stage. I have shaken a lot of hands. Why? Because that kid that was afraid of talking is no more there, but I know who he is. Let me give you one more understanding so you understand. So as a trader, you come into the space. How does these things reflect in your trading? You are somebody that you saw yourself. Let's say, for example, never seeing good things lasting in your hands. Your dad makes money, he loses it. Your mom is always complaining about money. Every single thing, if it's here, that is all you saw. So to you, good things never last. Your belief system is if good things never last, always make sure you do whatever it takes to get it quickly, high hide it, do whatever you can do. So your personality may be somebody who does not know how to be able to hold certain things. So normally when you go to a restaurant, people are eating, you just really want to be there for people and say, hey, you know what, can we buy food? Oh, don't worry, I'll buy for you. It sounds good, but they are all connected to one identity of somebody. Then your habits, obviously you understand, it will be automated. Your behavior simple. So now when you sit behind the charts, you have a trade. It is going to either buy or it's either going to sell. You enter for the buy. You are making money. What is happening in that moment? You need to allow it to play out. So your identity number one, decision making. Identity number two, you don't know how to keep things that is working for you. So in your mind, even though you are in profit, the back of your mind is saying, what if it reverses? And it's not your fault because you have actually seen it before. You have seen it going and reversing before, so you're not lying. But the only issue is you do not need to see that as a problem, because yes, it could reverse or it could come back, but trading is a game of probabilities and you have to allow it to play out, meaning you have to decide to stay away. But you have a problem with decision making, and you have a problem with trusting something staying. So what are you going to do? You're going to close winners early. When you are in profit small, you close it. But when you are losing, you hold the losses. Why? Because you would rather keep the loss so that it could come back into profit than for you to stop the loss and take another opportunity again. Decision making. This is the problem. So the first step